Kwabra, a boka, boka, the children rock, where she come cook to you.
Ekabo, ya boka. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a problem. Now, when you go on various social media platforms, especially X, former member of parliament, Honorable Ken Agyapong, and investigative journalist, Anas Aremeya Anas, they are trending. You know, they say Anas can't release any video about Honorable Ken or anything, but, you know, a U.S. court has awarded Anas $80 million in a defamation suit against Ken Agyapong and one other.
You always know, and your note has been marked as complete, and it says, Judge, in our initial finding, we awarded $18 million, and it breaks down, presuming $5 million, actual $5 million, and punitive $8 million. With your verdict and your note, your jury service in this case is complete. I truly have enjoyed working with you. You've been an attendant jury. Thank you so much for your service. You are discharged.
Defendant can't deserve this.
Get out of my cat. Thank you so much. Everyone appreciates your service. Okay, so the court's decision, if we start at the end, the court is denying the request for mistrial, and everyone can file motions at the appropriate time, and the court will address everything after the motions are filed appropriately and then responded appropriately. Does anyone have any questions about anything? Okay. Good luck to everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming for everything.
$18 million Kwadwo. Let me read something small to you people. Now, the Superior Court of New Jersey has awarded investigative journalist Anas Aremeya Anas $18 million in damages in a defamation lawsuit against former member of parliament Ken Agyapong and Frederick Asamoah, social media commentator. The judgment comes after a lengthy legal battle stemming from an alleged defamatory statement made by the defendant during a 2021 interview broadcast on social media. So yes, the court has ordered Honorable Ken Agyapong to pay Anas $80 million. Do you know how significant that amount of money is? That's a lot. That is a lot of money. That is somebody's net worth. So it's significant. And there is more to the story, but for those who don't want to understand how it all started on a live show. So a live show called The Daddy Fred Show was being streamed on Facebook in September, or on September 7, 2021. This thing started in 2021. So on that said day, this show was being streamed. And Honorable Ken was being interviewed by the host of the show. Now, prior to Honorable Ken coming on, there's some heated, beef and conversations that happen on social media and, in media in general. The Honorable Ken was bent on exposing Anas because Honorable Ken say, they like the way Anas they go about in things. You people they kind of beef, right? Honorable Ken was moving from one radio station to the other, one TV station to the other, just blasting Anas because he didn't understand why Anas they do the things. So in the course of the interview, Honorable Ken said some incriminating things where sit well with Anas. And that'll be how come Anas and Honorable Ken ended up in the court, in the competent court of jurisdiction. Now, in the course of the interview, these be the things Honorable Ken said about Anas.
A criminal like that. Now, where Nipa, one Anas, a Chinese, I I
know you need proof until honor your for honor until the
you want proof when I catch you, please. I have
fast proof for my police for honor your friend so bra. Yeah, but say honor your so until honor your inside.
Crash. I think. Mr. Me what proof? I have all the videos of the Chinese people. What are you talking about? My cocoa to crack can I radio so
claiming that Anas was a criminal who had been convicted of crimes in Ghana, alleging that Anas was behind the murder of Ahmed Swale, accusing Anas of being responsible for the deaths of multiple Chinese nationals in Ghana, and stating that Anas was a thief. These four things, it no sit well with Anas. As Anas was like, I'm trying to fight, corrupt people in the country. I'm just trying to do my investigative journalism, I'm just trying to investigate. So what are you saying? So Anas took the case to court, not basketball court, but to a competent court of jurisdiction. First, Anas took it to a high court. And in the case now the court no say Honorable Ken for retract the statement, and the court for make Honorable Ken pay him 25 million Ghana cedis. 25 million Ghana cedis. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. On the final day of judgment, the court presided over by Justice Eric Barr ruled in favor of Honorable Ken Agyapong. So it was 3-2, majority decision. Honorable Ken won. So the 25 million Ghana cedis that, Anas wanted Honorable Ken to pay to him, it happened. As a matter of fact, in the final judgment, the judge described Anas as a terrorist. He described him as a terrorist. It's documented. He said the kind of journalism Anas they practice, he's a terrorist. So he's not an investigative journalist. He's an investigative terrorist. That is how, the judge described Anas. And as a matter of fact, Anas was ordered to pay 50,000 Ghana cedis for wasting the court's time and everything.
An Accra High Court has dismissed a defamation suit filed by investigative journalist Anas Anas against Asin Central Member of Parliament Ken Agyapong. Presiding Judge Eric Barr, while dismissing the case, awarded a 50,000 cedis cost against investigative journalist Anas Anas.
Anas's humiliation in this country. Nobody, no citizen of this country should go through like that. I tell you today, the 50,000, I don't need it. I give it to him, but he should live with his conscience. And with this judgment, God is also going to give his judgment.
But Anas no sit there, he move. He carry the issue go to the Supreme Court. Down to the Supreme Court has denied Anas's application for certiorari against Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Honorable Ken Agyapong. Yes, led by her ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokuno, a 5-member panel upheld the earlier ruling by the High Court. The decision reaffirmed the judgment made 6 years ago, where the High Court in Accra dismissed Anas's 25 million defamation lawsuit against Honorable Ken Agyapong and imposed 50,000 cost on the journalist. So when your man carry go the Supreme Court, then tell him say, as the High Court talk we will not go to do anything. But the 50,000, they know the concern with that one. It is between you and the High Court. We standing on business 10 toes, bro. 10 toes. Honorable Ken Agyapong with the beans. And Anas was like, okay, Charlie, I carry go High Court. I carry go Supreme Court. Them say no, Honorable Ken still win. So you know what? The content was streamed from US by a US-based Ghanaian man. So make I carry go the US there. Make I go test them out, the legal system to see what will happen. That be how Anas ended up in the the Superior Court of New Jersey. That be how he ended there. So your man go hire 3 Ghanaian lawyers. In lawyers for the US, they be Ghanaians. We carry go the Superior Court of New Jersey. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But before the case go enter the trial process inside, they call something settlement conference, where the both sides no go meet with an arbitrator, then go sit, oh Charlie, this thing make we no make it go. Make we settle this thing. So we have a package, just sort us out, make we move on. So Honorable Ken's team met with Anas's team in front of the arbitrator. Now, Anas, then in lawyers, then they sue Honorable Ken in the US for 30 million. 30 million. 30 million. But as them go there, them go sit for the, the settlement conference, then go come meet halfway, they sort everything out before they don't want the thing to go trials. But Anas actually wanted the thing to go. And this, I mean, one of Anas's lawyers, was interviewed and he detailed all these things. That is what I'm echoing or rehashing. So they met and the money was reduced from 30 million to 18 million. So both teams, they met. 18 million was tabled. Honorable Ken inside and them say, nah, they're not going to pay the 18 million. As a matter of fact, they can pay 10,000 US dollars. From 18 million to 10,000 US dollars. So according to Anasin lawyer, one of Anasin lawyer, and they say, nah, bro, the arbitrator was like, okay, you carry go court, then go just gamble for them, make we see what will happen. So that be how come the thing ended up in the court where then go like proper trial and things. Because from 30 million to to 18 million, then Honorable Ken side say they go pay what? They go pay 10,000 US dollars. The lawyers were like, nah, bro, we ain't gonna go. So that's what happened. And so it went on trial, and now we are here. And on the final day, the court has ordered Honorable Ken to pay Anas 18 million US dollars. Of course, they say some motion be deal with them for institute or them for file and things. So if them file, even the money served, the 18 million, they say they have there is some loophole or there is some mechanism where they go stand up double, quadruple or triple the money and things. So it go feel happy say it go be more than 18 million. So that be where we did right now. So as they stand there, that be the judgment from the court, and videos are circulating on social media. The final judgment.
And your note has been marked as free, and it says, Judge, in our initial finding, we awarded $18 million, and a breakdown. Presuming 5 million, actual 5 million, and punitive 8 million. With your verdict and your note, your jury service in this case is complete.
Anas has done a video, talking about the whole process and the whole thing.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I stand before you not just as a journalist, but as a witness to history. A child of Ghana's turbulent past, and a soldier in the fight for truth. Yesterday in the Essex County Superior Court of New Jersey, an 8-member jury delivered a unanimous verdict holding Ken Agyapong, former Ghanaian MP, liable for defamation and awarding damages of $18 million. The ruling is more than a legal victory. It is a profound affirmation that truth matters, that justice is not a privilege of the powerful, and that the arc of history does indeed bend towards righteousness. My story begins long before this moment. I was born at the 37 Military Barracks in Accra, the son of the soldier who served in an era where power belonged to those who wielded the gun. I grew up watching my nation transition from military rule to democracy, witnessing firsthand the struggle of ordinary Ghanaians yearning for justice, transparency, and accountability. When Ghana finally embraced democracy, I knew that safeguarding it required more than just laws. It needed the unyielding courage of those willing to hold power accountable. That is why I chose journalism, not as a career, but as a calling. Over the years, my team and I have exposed corruption at the highest levels, from the corridors of politics to the halls of justice. But in fighting the corrupt, one becomes a target. Mr. Agyapong, in a desperate bid to silence me, labeled me a land grabber, an extortionist, a murderer, a tax evader, and a blackmailer who ought to be hanged. These were not just lies. They were calculated attempts to destroy my credibility and put my life in danger. While Ghana's legal system failed to deliver justice in 2018, the US court upheld truth. This case was not easy. Proving defamation in the United States requires establishing actual malice by a clear and convincing evidence standard, one of the highest legal thresholds in the world. That the jury ruled 8-0 in my favor on every count is a testament to the fact that Mr. Agyapong acted with reckless disregard. Regrettably, Ghana's justice system has not always lived up to the principles of fairness and impartiality. When I sued Mr. Agyapong in 2018, despite his inability to legally substantiate his allegations, the court ruled against me, with Justice Barr scandalously branding me a terrorist instead of adjudicating the facts before him. This miscarriage of justice was later condemned by Supreme Court Justice Kolende, who rightly described it as a violent abuse of judicial authority. My fight has never been for personal gain, but for the soul of Ghana's democracy. This victory in the US sends a powerful message. The media cannot be silenced, truth cannot be buried, and those who wield power must be held accountable. Let this moment be a wake-up call to all who seek to erode the foundations of justice in Ghana. Let it remind us that democracy is not just about elections, but institutions that uphold the truth, courts that deliver justice without fear or favor, and citizens who refuse to accept corruption as the norm. To my legal team, Andrew Dehere Esquire, Atawomega Esquire, Evans Salasi Adeka Esquire, and Odei Kro Esquire, I am forever grateful for your dedication to justice. And to my supporters in Ghana and around the world, your unwavering belief in the fight strengthens my resolve. The battle against corruption continues. We will name, shame, and jail. Ghana deserves better, and I will never stop fighting for a future where justice is not a privilege of the powerful, but the right of every citizen. Thank you.
And pictures of Honorable Ken in the courtroom drinking water and things. Charlie, it's just out there. But yes, that is the defamation case for you. Then people started slander the Ghanaian justice system because your man carried a thing go high court, he carried go Supreme Court, he lost. In the US, as the jury sit, it be 8-0. 8-0 unanimous decision. 8-0 in favor of Anas. So I'm saying our justice system, what's up? I don't know, man. Listen, I don't want anybody to can't call me say hey, there is something like contempt of court or anything. But yes, your man lost in Ghana, went to the US, hired Ghanaian lawyers and went to the court and won. Unanimous decision. 8-0, sorry. So right now, let us wait to see what will happen. We are waiting for developments. But as they stand now, that is why Honorable Ken and Anas them the trend and things. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will update you in subsequent bulletin. But it is what it is. Defamation cases in there plenty. Maybe as we dey Ghana, if you carry your case go court where our power, maybe you go fit try the US system. But I don't think if you carry Ghana case. I think the reason why this thing if you carry come the US, and so the thing happened in the US. The guy streamed the video on Facebook, but he was in the US territory, right? He's actually a US based Ghanaian. So that I'm sure that'll be why, or that'll be how they were able to, find ways and means to, transfer the case from Ghana to the US to, advance the conversation and things. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. What our judges in this country said it was a case which lacks, merit. The US court system said, nah, bro, there's actually a merit to this case, and we are going to award you 80 million US dollars. So, it has happened. Let's move on and let's see what is going to happen. But I think money now, what Honorable Ken can pay that amount of money. It's a lot of money, but Honorable Ken is rich. If he wants to pay that money, he will pay it. So it is what it is. Also, people are saying that this is probably going to be Honorable Ken's presidential ambition. This is going to be the end of his presidential ambition or presidential ambition career or whatever they call him. I don't think that is the case. We wait, because right now the 18 million, nobody say they go pay him right now. Then for file some motions, then come out some things, then the final settlement say the court will carry in seal put for top say bang. Then it means your man for pay. But till now, that is just the surface value of the judgment that has been, put out there. My name is Sheldon. This video was brought to you by Lemfi. Download the Lemfi app and send money from US, UK, Canada, back home without paying no transaction fee. So don't forget to use the promo code DINGO when you are sending the money. I'm out.